The topic of this video is going to be surviving nursing school. These are things that I kind of did and then wish I kind of did more of while I was in nursing school. So I have 9 simple tips. No, okay, I'm not gonna say simple. I have 9 tips that I wish that I use, and also tips that I think are useful for oncoming nursing students. Okay, so definitely do have a planner for yourself. So I did use planners throughout my time in nursing school, and when I say I feel like it was a big help to me, it was definitely a big help because I mean, you have a lot of assignments. I'm not even gonna cap, no cap. You're gonna have tons of freaking assignments, and you don't want to miss an assignment day, and majority of the time there's no chance for you to make up that assignment. You want to know when you have an upcoming exam. You want to know when you have a quiz. You want to know what chapters you're supposed to be reading, what you're supposed to be catching up on. So definitely I would say keep a planner. I even use a planner for my personal life. I'm not good at sticking to it, but all right. So tip number 2 that I have is Google Docs. When I tell you Google Docs is my best friend, I've been using Google Docs since I started college, like freshman year of college, and I still use Google Docs, you know, just because. I love Google Docs because you can use it offline. You can save whatever document that you have, paper, notes, whatever. You can also print from your phone. I have a printer. My mom got me a printer my freshman year of college, so if I was running late to class and I had to work on my paper, sweetie, I'd be typing up that last little paragraph, not for nursing school, but I'd be typing up that last little paragraph and hit that print button, and I could print straight from my printer. Tip number 3 that I have would be to print the PowerPoint notes beforehand. So like I feel like majority of nursing instructors do have PowerPoints, and they do upload them like the week before, so like you can get your readings done for that week and then like use those PowerPoints when you come to class, and then you take your quiz and then you go over the PowerPoint. Tip number 4 I have, and I'm looking down at my little note sheet, is color coding. Take good notes and share. I don't know what I meant by that, but color code for sure, and take good notes. If you have the opportunity to share your notes with another colleague, compare your notes, share your notes, and like see if you missed something, because the teacher does say a lot. They do say a lot while they're talking, and majority of the time so that information will be included on your exam. As far as color coding, I personally like to color code. I feel like it just brings some type of excitement in life, because nursing school is, sweetie, you don't have a life. I don't have a life. So this is, like I said, I retook OB last fall. That was my 3rd year. So fall 2020, I retook OB, and I was not playing because I was about to get an A in that class, and best believe I did, sweetie, because I was not about to play. I was not about to play, okay, because this is me, okay. I refused. But just to kind of show you guys, so like I kind of forgot to highlight certain things. So as you can see, the bottom portion is the computer highlight, and then this is all my highlight, and then I kind of used a purple pen to just, I don't know, I liked color coding. It made me feel better in life. And then something important I would put in red. Another thing, as far as when it comes to notes, I feel like something I learned over the course of my time in nursing school was that read thoroughly through your textbook first. Then I would go back and reread what I read and kind of type my notes up. And sometimes it kind of got like, this is too time consuming. So type up what you can, but as long as you soak up that information, baby. So tip number 5, I kind of already just went over this, to reread, highlight, and most importantly, ask questions. I feel like it's easy to kind of get scared, especially I'm pretty sure everybody's about to be back in class now. So like it's kind of intimidating to be asking questions in class, but literally, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable asking a question in class, I recommend writing that question down right in the moment that you're in class and it comes to your brain, and then asking a teacher afterwards, or even emailing your teacher. if you're too shy to ask your teacher in person. I feel like the biggest mistake you can do is not ask questions and then rely on your colleagues. Even if they are right, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. The teacher's the one making your exam. Again, rereading. This is something I didn't really understand and I was struggling. So my first, let's go hard. Okay, I was struggling. I ain't gonna lie, I was struggling. There's a lot of things I would do better, but I was struggling. Reread. Especially before an exam, reread the notes. Not necessarily your book. You go to your book. I feel like it's important to go to the book as a reference if you feel like you missed something, don't understand something. Always go to your book first before you go to your teacher, because the teacher gonna tell you to go to the book. And if you ain't go to the book, they gonna say you go to the book. So yeah. That's, I feel like I should have made that number one, is rereading. Like, if somebody would have told me that day one, I feel like I wouldn't have struggled as much. But yeah. Tip number 6, and did I throw this in? And number 7. We're gonna do tip number 6 and 7. Have a study plan and maybe a study group. So like, have a study plan. Like, it's a lot. It is a lot. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not a lot. What one of my books at? One of my books is Toe Up from the Flow Up. It is. This book, oh, this ain't the one that's toe up. I got one that's toe up. So this was my fundamentals book, and I think you guys have a newer edition. This is edition 9. It is a little toe up. You still got notes just sticking all up in here. It's just all of that. You're gonna be reading ATI. You're gonna be reading your textbook. You're gonna have to read, don't ignore my bra, you're gonna have to read notes, PowerPoints, sweetie, all that. You're gonna have a lot to read. So you're kind of going into a study plan. And like, my first year and a half of nursing school, I spent in the library. Like, I literally spent like 12 hours in the library just to come back and like get like a C on an exam or something, or a D on an exam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I was failing exams. Like, have a study plan. So like, say for instance, you decide you're going to study for 30 minutes and take a break for 5 minutes. Just for example, you can increment the time based on your preference. But I feel like that's something that really helped me over the course of nursing school. I feel like that helped me a lot, because it's like I got a mental break. And yeah, because I used to just sit there and study for hours, and then just when you finally catch a break, it's like you're on your phone more than you were studying, if that makes sense. And then as far as finding the good study group, find a group like that you're okay with but you're not friends with. Tip number 8 that I have would be to engage in sim lab, and also volunteer your free hours to going to sim lab. I feel like I would have felt more comfortable in my clinical sites, and maybe even more comfortable with my my health assessment class had I engaged more in my sim lab originally. Like, over time, I feel like I got better in sim lab, but I don't really think I ever volunteered my time to go down and just assess the little dummies. And you know, the ones we had, they had like a little button, you could feel their pulse, you can hear their lung sounds, things like that. And our instructors, they had it open for us, but I just never really went. And I kind of feel like that's something I wish I would have done instead of just going on class time. And last but not least, going back to what I said earlier, ask for help. No, I didn't. I said ask questions. Ask for help. Ask for help. Ask. You can say you ask. I mean, at the end of the day, you're paying for this, sweetie. I'm in so much debt, it doesn't make sense. But it better pay it off, because I got my license and I'm about to start this month. But anyways, ask for help before it's too late. Like, when you ask for help, make sure you understand it. Don't let your instructor be like, okay, like, let's go over this, and then you still are lost, but you're just saying that you're not lost so you don't frustrate them and you don't feel stupid. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, it's your degree, your money is your degree, it's your time. Your time is valuable. I know that they have lives, they do have lives, and they are busy people, and that's why you have multiple instructors. Maybe a tutoring center. I never use a tutoring center, but ask for help before it's too late, because the minute it's too late is literally more than likely after your third exam is too late. Like right before your third exam, it's kind of like really pushing it, you know what I'm saying? Like you've already taken 2 exams and maybe 5 quizzes by then. That's a lot of points, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, you guys, I hope I kind of hit some major points for you guys, and I hope that these tips help you, because speaking to me 3 years ago, I kind of wish I would have had this type of advice. I will have more nursing tips, more nursing experience, my personal experience. Ask me questions. You can ask me anything. How was NCLEX? What was it like failing? Med-Calc, taking ATI exams. How was capstone? My personal clinical stories. Anything that you want to ask me, you can ask me in the comment section below, or you can DM me on my Instagram. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment.